Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a quick video on how to turn on your lawn irrigation system in the spring after the winter. So first you got to find where the sprinkler system is tied into the main. So mine is in my furnace room. So the water main comes in over there. There's my water meter. Here's my main that goes out to my house. And here is the connection out to the sprinkler system. This is the shutoff valve. If it's perpendicular to the pipe, that means that it's off. So to turn it on, you simply turn this. So starting out, you want to do this slow. I already did this, so you can't hear the water running, but you'll hear water running through the pipe, and that's a good sign. And eventually, you can turn it all the way on, so it's straight, parallel with the pipe. And the water sound should stop after a while. If it doesn't, then I'll show you what to do next. Alright, so I'm outside my house. This is where the sprinkler pipe leaves the house. This is called a backflow preventer. So when they do the blowout in the fall, they might have left this open, and they might have left this screw open. So I just turned the screw on. You can hear water flowing out now. So if this is open, then the water is not going to turn off, or you're always going to hear that sound in the mechanic room. So if you do that, come out, there's a screw on top, tie in that, and that should take care of that. And then same thing with this. So if this valve is open, then they won't shut off either. So you want it to be perpendicular to the pipe. So just if you're new with the sprinkler system, from the backflow preventer, which is over there, the pipe runs to a control valve manifold. So this may or may not be showing up in your yard. This is a relatively new house, so it shows up, but this is the cover. So if you take this off, then you'll see all the control valves for your different sprinkler zones. So if you ever need to access that, it would be good to know where that is. So I'm in my garage now. This is where the irrigation system controller is. I have a Rainbird. I'm not sure which model it is, but in the spring, on the side here, you can see this is the bypass sensor, and there is a signal here, so that's good, and there's power. So if you don't have a signal or the power is blinking, you'll want to see where your bypass sensor is, and I'll show you what that looks like. So there's my bypass sensor. It's up on my gutter just outside my garage. If it's not working, there's a battery compartment on the bottom. You can take that off and change the battery, or you might just have to turn it on. Alright, so we made sure the bypass sensor was on. We're back at the controller. So mine, there's an off. That's where it's been all winter. Next to it, there's a test all stations. I'm going to turn the knob to that. And it's going to give a test time for each zone. I have a pretty big yard, so I'm going to go 4 minutes. If you have a smaller yard, 2 minutes might be good enough. You'll just have to, once you hit start, you'll have to watch it to make sure that there's water coming out. So I'm going to turn it to 4 minutes here, hold to manually start, so I'll hold that, and then that'll turn on the different zones. So when you first turn it on, you'll hear this sound. That's the water pushing the air through, and it eventually will pop up. There you go. So you want to make sure that all the sprinkler heads are good to go and nothing's broken, and then you should be good for the summer. When you're doing this on mine, you can switch back to auto run. It'll tell you what station it's on and how many minutes are left. If all those sprinkler heads are up and you want to go on, you can click the next arrow and it'll go to the next zone. So when I was going through and testing all my zones, my zone number 4 didn't pull up, so I did a little walking around and I see some water bubbling through the ground. So I'll have to dig a hole here and and see what I got. Something probably chewed through the pipe and I got a leak there, would be my guess. So I wanted to run through the settings of the controller in case you have the same one as mine. So test all stations, we went through that. Manual program, manual station if you just want to do a one-time test there. Rain sensor, that's the sensor I had outside. You can have it as active or bypass, so if it rains then it won't do it. You can do delay watering if you want, seasonal adjust, I don't do those. Advanced watering cycles, you can choose how you want it, or you can do odd days or even days or by day. I do cyclic, and then I have it every 3 days. So depending on where you're at, you can change how you want it. And then on the other side, you can set the date, set the time, set the watering time. I have mine starting at 3:30 in the morning, and then set station run times. Here you can go in and just put how long you want each of them to run. And then, so once you do that, you can have it on auto run, and it'll take care of itself all summer. So I dug a hole, and I had 2 gashes in my sprinkler pipe, so I ended up cutting the 2 sections out. So there are the 2 ends. Got some hose clamps, some couplings, and I bought a 5-foot length pipe from Menards. So I'm going to clean the ends, use the couplings on both sides, and use the hose clamps to fix the pipe. And there's the finished product. No leaks, so we're good.